Hey folks, welcome back to another review on Jurassic Collectibles, and this is the CaptivZ Rumble Cage. As you can see, it comes with a T-Rex, a supersized T-Rex, and if we press the button, you kind of get a little sense for the play feature with this one. So this is not available in the UK currently. I imported this from Walmart, but you can see this is a CaptivZ playset. So you get the pop and lock supersized T-Rex, the light and sound rumble cage with a shadow sheet, prehistoric sand, collector's card and customizing signage. And you can see on the side here, CaptivZ Epic Battles. On the back, we get a better look at all of the contents. I had no idea it came with the signage, which is really cool. It's going to be really useful for toy photography. We have the Rex here. You can see the warning sign applied. And this really cool compound that CaptivZ are going to be releasing at some point in the future. Full disclosure, I picked this up purely because I wanted a couple of these to use with Jurassic World Mattel figures. I think this will be really good for toy photography. So let's crack it open and take a closer look. Now, immediately off the bat, this is not the easiest packaging to get into. It is like a massive plastic clamshell. So I find that plastic clamshells are great on like smaller figures, but the second you start adding more stuff to them, they can be quite troublesome. Now, interestingly, I've actually got into that really easily, but as I say, I do have two of these. I've opened the first one, and I didn't get into the first one nearly as easily. So clearly I did something wrong when I opened it the first time around. But if we slide this out, you can see this is everything we get in the packaging. Pretty cool stuff. We will take a look at the actual cage itself at the end. You can see the cage does come actually tied onto its display base, which is an interesting choice. I'm not sure it necessarily needed that, but I guess it presents it in a nice way in the packaging and just gives a little bit more of an unboxing experience. You can see me struggling to undo that there. There we go. But there we go, we've got it out. It is a bit hard to remove the strings from the underside. You have to properly pull them. But there we go. Okay, cool. So we have got everything on the table. Let's bring our camera down a little bit. Just get ourselves zoomed in. There we go. And let's take a closer look at what we have in here. So the thing we have first is this prehistoric sand. I am not going to open this, but you can see it's got pretty much the texture you would expect. You've got a Jurassic World logo on it, and that is just like the other CaptivZ products, something a bit textural for kind of younger fans. We then have got the cool stuff in here, which is the collector's card that I've just cut into a little bit actually, and the signs and also the Rex. So we'll look at the collector's card first. You can see T-Rex heavyweight champ. Pretty decent design. It's got rivals there of the Indominus, Ankylosaurus, Carnotaurus and Velociraptor. Again, I don't really collect CaptivZ. Obviously, the team have been great at sending me some free stuff in the past. But I don't collect them, so I don't necessarily know how much appeal all of these things have to people. This is a card indent that can go in where the silhouette is. We then have a little Rex warning sign that can go on the side of the packaging, which is quite cool. You can see that just there. We have a caution, don't feed the dinosaurs sign. And we do also have a warning, Tyrannosaurus Rex spotted in the area. So these are great signs, really cool to have them included for toy photography purposes. And then if I pop the Rex together, as I say, it is a supersized Rex, so we've seen these before, but this one comes in the green colour scheme. So almost your Lost World style Rex, maybe actually kind of Chaos Theory, the end of Chaos Theory Season 1. You can see just there. Pretty good paint ups on this one, it has to be said, it does look pretty good. I do like these larger figures. I think the Captiv sculpts are so good that they actually scale up really nicely. So that is the Rex you get. So the cage itself, you can see it comes with this silhouette inside, and that's part of the really cool play feature. So it rumbles, so it will shake and light up, and I'll show you that now. So you can see that's kind of the play feature and the gimmick with it. You then do, like I say, get this Rex card, which is taped into place. So we have to kind of pop it out a bit and then just get the tape undone. But you can keep that and you can slide it back in and out at any point, which is really nice. So if I show you inside, you can see just here and up above it's not so visible, there is a little running slit that you can slide that into, and that works well. And you can see the cage is kind of similar to the cage we see the Indoraptor in Fallen Kingdom. It has a very, very thick base. You can see the depth there, but that is to hold all of the electronics that make it rumble. You then have some hooks up at the top, you have some connectors just down here, and obviously this door which does drop down. The door has got the Jurassic World logo on it, and on this side we just have all of the cage, so there's no gap for a figure's head. And then on the back of the cage you just have the side that's closed. And what you can do is pop this down. Obviously you can pop your Rex inside, and the idea with having this little gap here is that you can take the Rex's head and pop it through. So if you are displaying it with your Captivs, that is a really nice way to actually display that Rex. And if we pop it back through and out, the other thing I like that I think is really cool is on this side there's these little slits just here, this little square space, and this is where you can put your customization signs. So they just slide into place like so, and you can see that if I wanted, that now says caution, don't feed the dinosaurs. As a toy photographer, let me tell you, I love this so much. It's very, very cool. It's a bit of a pain to get them back out once you put them in, but it is very, very handy to have that. So really glad that the Captivz team included that. And the thing you guys are going to be waiting for, can it fit Mattel figures? I've bought it to fit them. Yes, it can. You can see the Pyro, the Hammond Collection Pyro has a particularly long tail, so it's a bit of a tight squeeze, but you can get it in there. You can see that just there. Fits really nicely. So this kind of for your Velociraptors, for your figures that don't necessarily have such a long tail like the Pyro does, this is going to be really handy. So that is the Captivz Rumble Cage. Really cool addition to the Captivz line. I like that they're branching out and experimenting with new types of toys, and I actually think this is a really awesome product. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this review. Make sure to like, favourite and subscribe. And until the next time, take care and have a great week.